On today's episode of WatchJRGo, we are back in the new house, and today we're gonna do something that you guys asked me to do. Install a smart water meter with an auto shutoff. In the comments, you guys were basically saying you need a remote shutoff for this thing, so, you know, I took your advice, we're doing it. What is going on, guys? I am WatchJRGo, and today, like I said, I am here with some AI water meter technology here. I'm really excited about this. And Phyn wants you to have a licensed plumber to install it. So I called my dad, and he's here today. We're gonna get this thing done. It should be pretty simple here. We got flow direction on the back, 2 connectors. I don't think it gets much easier than this. Now, a couple things about the Phyn water meter here. This thing will obviously need a connection to your water supply into your house. Right on this house, it's right there, obviously. We just redid all of this, and we even left a little spot right there that says Phyn. And you'll also need some power for this because it has a USB-C connector right there, and obviously it uses power and an ultrasonic water meter to measure flow into your house, and also if something goes wrong, say there's a leak or it detects a pressure drop on the supply side, not the supply side, the load side of the water, it can shut automatically to prevent your house from flooding. It can just figure out, hey, seems like a sink's leaking, and then shut it down so that your house doesn't flood while you're not here. Dad's already digging in here. We got quite a bit of stuff that we're gonna need for this install. Power supply right there. 110 or 240 probably, right? Yep, 110 or 240 to USB-C, and it actually positively locks in. Pretty cool. A connector that's
McDonald's.
It says McDonald's. Is that the name of the company, McDonald's?
Yeah, it's a McDonald's part.
MCD. These are a little bit hard to find, so one thing you're going to need to know going into this is that these are a NPS, not an NPT, National Pipe Tapered. NPS, National Pipe Straight. These are the water meter connections that you would use on any water meter. The gasket's not in there right now, but obviously we have the gasket. If you look, this screws right on, and you do not want to mess around and put a threaded on here and ruin the plastic threads. So it's really very simple. You'll just have to find these. I've heard that WatchJRGo Water has these, not WatchJRGo. So it might be tough for you to find a WatchJRGo Waterworks. And I found these at a local, what was it? Win Water, not Win Supply, but another national supply chain that does water meters. They had these things. Our game plan today.
You won't want to over-tighten them.
You won't want to over-tighten those.
Yeah.
I mean, they're plastic anyway on that side. So.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. The gaskets are in there somewhere. You got them. And then on these, we're going to come out of our NPS. Pull the strip off of there. We're gonna go into PEX A. Dad doesn't do a lot of PEX A here. He sweats copper every time. Oh, the comments are gonna be real.
No. No, I built the whole, I'm doing everything with PEX.
PEX A now? Or PEX B? Which one?
I've used both.
Oh.
I like this.
I love the expansion. I feel like the expansion's bulletproof.
They are.
What I do need to find you is some Teflon tape. I know I had Teflon tape ready, but it's around here somewhere.
It's female, but it's
MPT. It should fit.
I realize, but the tapers are not. I think it's bottoming out. No, it's not.
Yes, it is 3/4. You can almost reach inside it.
I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't. We want the tapers to interlock before the brass hits it. It's gonna be all right.
Okay, let me find you some Teflon tape.
Gotta find a space big enough to put this thing in.
It's already laid out for you. So the fun part is, it goes on that top row, which is actually gonna get pretty close. Yeah, it's pretty close. We're gonna be, once we put both fittings on, we're gonna have to pull these off, then expand it, and then put this in, right? Here's the Teflon tape. Yeah. Obviously, there's some pre-install that goes into this. You'll want to do some planning, like I said, to go find your NPS water meter connections.
We need to go ahead and Teflon tape these, screw them together, put the gaskets in here, and then mock this all up, and then get a measurement so stuff doesn't move.
You guys see this? Look at that.
I got it in the wrong direction, but
yeah, but it barely fits. I didn't think it was going to be this long. I looked at the dimensions online in my pre-planning stage and was like, yeah, 10 inches plus 8. It's quite a bit bigger. So we'll definitely get this working, but it's going to be tight, a little tighter than I expected. Don't worry, I think a lot of comments will be like, what happens if the power goes out? You take your screwdriver, if it's closed and the power goes out, or if you need to close it, and you just turn that right there, and it screws in and out the valve.
Cinta para trabajos pesados.
What's that?
That's tape for work heavy.
Oh, I guess it does say heavy duty work right there. And we do have water sensors in here as well. A 3-pack of them. I wanted to put these kind of around the house. One here in case the sump pump overflows, or say the water main breaks. So we'll have a sensor on the ground right there, and we'll have some others around the house, one over by the water heater. Basically just anywhere you'd expect, or hopefully not expect, there might be flooding in the future. We'll want to have a water sensor, and that will talk to this. I haven't actually set this all up yet, so I'm pretty excited. But yeah, it will talk to the Phyn and tell it if there's any issues. Oh wow, that is cool. Check out the packaging.
3 wraps.
3 wraps, that's what I always do with that stuff. I'm a big fan of the fast tape, monster tape, whatever it's called. Wrenches? That's what I didn't bring. You got your presser wrench? You don't have a big enough.
My luggage.
Ah. I have your favorite standing by, but I don't have the presser wrench. I'll go get another one. Will the baby Milwaukee's work?
Sort of.
It's gonna be tight. Oh yeah, it works great.
Yeah. So you put some leverage on it.
Yeah, you just have to hold it really tight. Do you have those yet?
No.
They're kind of nice because they're pipe ringers.
I just use the old standbys. One's always carry in my pocket. They say Craftsman, but they're made in Germany. By Nipex.
That's for that. What's that Facebook group? Tool truck hacks or something like that, where they come up with all who makes everything.
Well, you got me just as soon as I got off the airplane.
Yep. Didn't have time to reload the tools. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I haven't got my luggage opened up yet.
You know, the thing I'm most excited about is this thing looks like Hal when it's on, and it animates the direction of water through it.
Oh. So you're going to have this thing pointing out at us, right?
Pointing.
That's going to be
Yes,
now.
yes. I'm just hoping once we tighten down the clamps, we're good. See if we missed anything in the install guide, guys. It is 11 inches long, 8.5 to the unit itself, 11 on the connectors. Plenty. It's cool. It gives you all the sizes on the USB cable and everything. Make sure you're close to your Wi-Fi. It runs on 2.4 gigahertz. So make sure you got a 2.4 network. It looks like max pressure is 125 PSI. It can be horizontal or vertical. And make sure you give it some power. Pretty simple here.
Or if you want it centered.
We can shift it if you want. Oh, if we center it though, it looks really good with the PEX mount hole, huh?
Okay, there's your marks.
Water's off. You want me to go run it down?
Yep.
We should probably pull the screws out first, huh?
Yeah, I don't.
It's gonna be really hard to get in here without it.
I just spent the last 3 days in Durham, North Carolina, working on a medical waste disposal machine that we invented.
Yep.
It's a running. It processes both medical waste and, now this may spray. No, there you go. There, you're going to lose some. When you cut it off, it's gonna dump that line.
Yeah.
It's gonna dump the house, right?
No. It only.
This line going this way.
No. None of it.
This plastic.
Oh, you set that to bypass. Off.
Well, it won't matter because you got this off.
Yeah. No. With this off, there's only 3 foot in the circuit.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Come on, quit that. There it goes. Pretty clean. one Phyn-sized piece right there.
Okay.
One down.
Man, that's hard to do.
I know. Pretty much the most hardcore plumbing there is.
This is so much better than when I grew up.
If we had to compare this to something, it's akin to running 8-inch water mains.
My dad wouldn't know what to think. I used to do this. My tool is a hand-operated tool.
Oh, you got the squeezy one. Yeah.
I don't have the
Power one?
power one.
Cheating.
That should do it. So the hard part's done. Now the easy part.
Now the Phyn part. I knew it was the easy part.
Get these back.
What's the...
Put a gasket in there.
Is the direction of flow? Oh, wrong.
Okay, yeah.
Flow direction, that.
Yeah, that's right.
Cool. This thing's pretty fancy. An ultrasonic water meter for your house. That's, I think it's pretty cool.
That's gonna hold that out from the wall some.
Is it? Oh yeah, I thought it might. But the thing is, my thought with it holding out from the wall is that once we put the clamps back in, it'll keep it straight. So we can see it.
You're gonna have to put a block of wood or something behind that
Okay.
to hold that in the correct position.
I can shim it up.
Tight enough.
So one of the cool things about this, we've done water meters. We put one of the old analog ones on your house.
Yeah.
With the spinny triangle in the center, you know, and then the outside sweep. And this one though, ultrasonic, right? And it uses the ultrasonic water meter to create a voice for every faucet or valve in your house, right? And it creates like, you know, this is how this faucet opens. And then that's how it tells you what every fixture in your house is using based on how the valve opened. Pretty wild.
So you go open each valve.
It just learns over time. You don't have to like identify a valve or anything like that. It'll just tell you like this seems like a shower, this seems like, and I think you can re-identify them if you need to down the road.
So what we need to do here is just put about a,
It's like a 3/4 inch.
that's about a 1 inch block.
A 1 inch? Well,
Yeah, I don't want to over stress it, so I'd put a 1 inch block there.
okay.
And then over here,
Much smaller.
yeah, it really should be the same. It's just being held back by
By
that.
okay.
But I'd say you put both of them the same.
Okay.
And got a tape measure?
I do. This is as tape measure as we get around here. It's impossible to use.
Somebody's cut the end off.
Did they? It does look a little shy. Interesting.
6, 7.
Ah,
Number 8's gone. Got a
missing
little close to the table saw.
just enough.
At least they cut it off an even amount. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5/8. So make it 3/4.
Okay.
3/4. Okay. Let me do a leak test.
Yeah, we might want to wait a few minutes.
Oh, that stuff's on there.
It's your call.
My call is turn it on. Oh, look at that leak.
Is it leaking? I was like, I don't think it's leaking.
No, there's no leaks.
What's that? You know, it probably came off while we were working.
So now we just have a USB-C. You have to put it in right side up, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's this is the one USB-C
I
that's
think it goes in that way.
powered up. Oh, we got lights.
We'll pull this off now.
You know, it's up to you. It says in the instructions to remove the plastic.
I would remove the plastic.
All right.
Because when you don't, someday when you try to, you scrape it off with your fingernail.
That's true.
And I've spent hours scraping these things off with my fingernails. It's not pleasant, especially in the sun, because you don't have the sun to worry about. But UV to the number on it. Okay, so now you gotta go turn the faucet on somewhere.
I think right now we just need to open this app, uses Bluetooth. Gotta create an account. Let me do that real quick, and then we'll be ready to fin. I think I left a faucet on. I better go shut that off.
Just thinking about it over there.
It's got the Knight Rider going on, as if it just did a... All right.
Here comes Kit.
That's right.
Just needs a theme song. Here it comes.
All right, so we have a Phyn Plus, smart water assistant plus shut off. Also, there are 2 versions of this. I should have mentioned the Plus has the shut off, and the normal Phyn is just metering. Connect to network, check for LED pattern, allow while using.
So we still have to plug in the water sensor.
Yeah, but we can do that.
Cable.
We can definitely do that after. Lights should start from the middle, go to the side, find the code, next. It needs to see the camera.
Don't tell me it's on the back.
No, it's right here. All right, so all we have to do now is move the phone over here, which I should have helped if I had a little light, huh? Oh, there's a button to turn on the light. How nice is that? Come on. I'm a little too close to it. There it goes. It got it. Cool. Join this network. Pairing your device.
I might want to put one of these in my house.
Hey, this is pretty cool. You could replace your old school analog.
Yeah, my old analog meter is worn out.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
It's probably run
It's been running for
a
years.
few million gallons now.
I've got about 30 of them in a box, but I really don't want to put one of the analog ones back. I'd much rather have this app so I could see my water consumption live.
And the coolest thing is just, if something goes wrong, shut it off while you're not home.
That's the best feature.
Trying to remember the password for this network. I think we got it though. Your phone is offline. Oh, because we took the Wi-Fi. That's what's going on.
I need to put it in the water well.
The meter?
The meter on the water well side.
Uh-huh.
That way if we ever sensed.
Oh, look. Well, these patterns are sweet. Oh, it's showing water moving through the house right now, isn't it? Because that valve upstairs.
Yeah.
That is cool.
That's the thing I always worry about in our in the house you grew up in, and that is that if the water tank ever ruptures.
Oh yeah, that's 150 gallons or something.
Well, if we weren't home, there'd be water running out the basement door because you can't run that. We have an artesian well, and you ain't running that thing dry.
All right, we got a firmware update. Should take a few minutes. We'll be back at that. But yeah, your well won't run out. It'll just keep filling the basement up.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, I've had nightmares about that.
I also like that if the power goes out or something goes wrong, you just shove a screwdriver in the side and spin it and open the valve back up or close the valve, whichever one. I mean, you can just close the valve, but kind of cool.
Now, what about operation without power? You have to put a UPS on it?
No, you're just going to use the screwdriver.
No, I'm saying if there's a power outage and a water break at the same time, then what?
I think you're in trouble.
Scream and run?
Yeah, just give up at that point.
Set your hair on fire?
You can't see what's going on. The lights are out.
Yeah.
Just give up.
Well, that's my thought was, if
you could just hang a UPS on the wall.
Yeah, put a UPS on the wall to...
I mean, all the internet and everything's on a UPS, so it would be okay. In the next step, you'll take an inventory of the water fixtures in your home. Only include fixtures located after the device, which is all of them. We will have a dishwasher. We don't have hot water recirc. We don't have irrigation on this. It'll go on the well. We do have an RO. We do have a shower, two shower only. And then, and then a tub. And then toilets, three. Sinks, 4 sinks. Come on. Washing machine, 1. Water softener, 1, even though it doesn't exist yet. And that's it, right?
Mm-hmm. You can always add it, I'm sure.
Oh, outdoor spigot, 2. Done. 5-star plumber. Put your company name in here. Mm-hmm. And you can make it part of your connected home. We're not going to do that right now. Explore the app. Turn on email, push. Look, I just want push notifications. That's allowed.
I installed the meter faster than you're starting up the app.
I had to fill out 2 forms, all right?
I just had to say that.
I also have to wait for the email to come in. There it is. Verify your email.
I think I had the easier part.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I did build it for you.
Yeah.
It was completely ready to go.
Yeah.
Your email is verified.
It is the easiest plumbing job I've done in a long time.
Yeah, no doubt. Flow detection improved. Breakthrough advancements in our AI can detect ultra low flow leaks in near real time by up to 10x. Okay. Set Phyn to away mode. Okay, cool. That's pretty sweet.
Uh-huh.
And we don't need that right now. Plumbing check. Let's see.
I wonder in away mode if it automatically shuts it off.
It faster, it said. It said that if it senses a leak, it'll shut it off with higher sensitivity in away mode. So that's pretty cool. And then
I want one of these.
every night it tries to figure out the best time to run this test, where it looks for a pressure drop on the house side. And it tries to avoid automatically anytime you would be using water, and then it closes the valve, checks for pressure drops, and then opens the valve again. So that's already set up. Home insurance discount, that's pretty sweet.
I'm liking this.
Yeah, and you really, like, it makes a form, you send it to your insurance company, and then they'll give you a discount, some of them, you know, but they'll give you a discount for having a Phyn installed. So that's pretty cool, all the smart home integrations. All right, let's go see Phyn Plus. I'm Phyn, got it, auto shut off. I'm learning about your home. Right now we got 68 PSI coming in. Is that I think that's 72 water temp for real. And there's a 0.81 GPM flow, which is probably that upstairs toilet. That's
0.08.
0.08. That is crazy sensitive.
So it's measuring the leakage through the toilet.
Well, let's go turn stuff on, I guess.
I'm going to turn the toilet off and see if it goes to nothing.
I don't want to touch the valve on the toilet. We've used 3.1 gallons since we installed it. Water use plus. Oh, cool. Trends over time. All right, I'm going to go turn some stuff on. 0.64, 0.72 GPM. That's not a bad faucet then. It's not just flowing through water. Okay, close. 0. It's going to go right back to that 0.08 though, isn't it?
It's not so far. There you go.
0.1.
There's your leakage.
Yeah.
It's one of the toilets.
Yep. Well, I already shut the other. So 2 toilets leak. One of them's already shut off. Yeah. The other one is the one we use. It's the construction toilet.
Okay.
0.1. That is awesome. I hope it doesn't get mad at me. I know I can relearn later, but I hope it doesn't get angry and be like, yeah, there's a leak. Yeah, there's a leak. There it is. The thing is, a lot of the toilets are going to move. Let's add one of these water sensors. The first one, it's going to go right here in case the sump pump starts leaking. It comes with batteries and everything. Look at that. So here's the sensors. These little guys. Basically,
it's probably wireless.
Yeah, it's wireless. Okay, so how do you open it like this? That's pretty nice, and it's sealed. Here you go. I just want to keep dropping these. All right.
Are those Duracell?
They are Duracells. Not even cheap batteries. How cool is that? All right, that should be ready. Line it up with that dot. This has an O-ring seal, so don't worry about that. It actually shuts very nicely. If you guys have ever worked with water sensors before, basically if you bridge the contacts, it knows there's water.
So you gotta shoot that. Shoot that.
I do need to shoot the QR code, you're right. Add a sensor, configure device, name your sensor. We'll call this
breaker box.
Water main.
Water main.
Sensor name, water main. Name your sensor, saving, next. Use defaults. Your sensor's configured. That's it? Oh, press button. Once the light starts blinking, tap next. The light's blinking, scan the QR code, scan the QR code. Scanned. This one's going real quick because it's just easy. All right, so we'll put that right about there. Seems like a good spot for it. Your setup is complete. Check it out, guys. So that thing just flashed green and buzzed to tell us that it's completely ready to go. And our Phyn is in. Don't worry about that power. It's gonna move right over there very shortly. That outlet, the breaker's not on yet, so we'll get all of that done right after this, but that thing looks really cool. Well guys, there you go. We added some more AI to the house. I'm pretty excited about this because, like I said, it'll protect the house when I'm not here. I don't have to worry about a flood in the basement. Now I know if there's a flood in the basement, bonus. And it's gonna be really cool to be able to see my usage throughout the house per fixture. So huge shout out to you guys for saying I should put this in the comments. It was a good idea, and I love that we made it happen. It looks great, and it's got like a Knight Rider display on the front. Really cool, and hopefully it doesn't get mad about my leaky toilet and shut the water off. If it does though, I can just open the app. That's the coolest thing ever. I can flip the app open and turn the water back on, and we'll be good to go. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Huge thank you to my dad for coming over and helping with this as well. Don't forget to head on over to shop WatchJRGo.com for cool shirts just like this. And please like, share, subscribe, do whatever you want to do, and I'll talk to you next time. We're almost done, minus the water softener. Throw the water softener over here, flip the power on, hook up our RO, and well, then the next fun part starts with just pulling a bunch of new water lines in. But at least for now, the main water section here is done. That's not the only new technology in this construction project. I also have a really cool Control 4 Neo. So these are a modern remote for my Control 4 system in the house. Now you can see what's playing. How sweet is that? You get the full Amazon Music or Spotify interfaces. You can tap a room to change it. You can see that out on the back porch right now, the same music is playing. You can see all the volumes in every room. So nice. And also, I can do whole house power off with one button. So a huge upgrade. Look at that thing. It's like, it's almost hard to hold. It's so nice and small. Anyway, pretty pumped about that. I got 2 of these. I also just got an SR260 to go with the 4 250s I had, which are an old school remote. So now I'm gonna sell off some of the old remotes and switch probably exclusively to these because it's nice. First, you just need a mute button all the time. You don't wanna have to have your phone around. Say your phone rings and you need to hit mute. Well, a lot of times it's hard to do, but oh, it's so cool. It only mutes the room that's selected, and then I'll have whole house mutes set up as well, so you don't have to turn off a session. It's kind of rule number 1 of home automation. So we're making progress. Also, the charging base for this is so nice. And Hoovy has these too, so I fell in love with them after I saw them at his house.